Yep, yep. We gotta start, and then I can do our sound check.
I need to also, like,
Wait, why
pay
can't I hear
attention.
myself?
Why can you hear yourself? Probably because 'cause you're talking, dude.
Oh wait, did you go live? He just went live in the middle of fucking
Incredible.
shit. Wait, YouTube isn't live.
It is.
I had to refresh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like a huge delay.
I'm gonna go ahead and just, not
Wow.
have YouTube's, audio going.
Oh, I
So
have
I'm
them
not
both
hea
muted.
I'm hearing both, like, "Ah!" Oh, man.
Alright, 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 alright. It begins.
It begins. Ladies and gentlemen, well, thank you for joining us. I Wish You Would podcast. My name is Max. I got DJ and Preston with me. Go ahead and sound off, boys.
DJ. That was so
So,
stupid.
wow, all right.
Wow, that's how we're
let's
gonna
get that.
start this
Let's get that
morning.
energy
You
just
know
going.
what? I just need to I'm leaving. Gonna go.
Okay, I am not actually fully awake yet. It's 3 a.m. in a warehouse somewhere in the states. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for
What?
joining us. I have no idea
It's
what we're
no, it's
talking
not.
about today. Uh,
The
so
States is not 3 AM anywhere right now.
Jay, shut up.
He
I didn't say
what
where
is
in
it?
the
Okay,
States.
where else
Maybe
uses
it's
state?
3 a.m. the state,
You
okay?
know what
Fuck
they
you, dude.
call us? They call us the states in other countries. The
Hey, you know
states.
what? It's kinda like when you get, like, the people from Washington and people are like, "Oh, DC?" You're like, "No, the fucking state."
There's a
No,
desert in
no, no,
Washington? I
no,
thought it
pick
was
the
all
shittiest place
water.
you possibly could be, and then that's where I'm at. But welcome everyone.
Yeah.
Again, I have no idea what we're talking about today. So, Preston, DJ, I'm gonna have to have one of you take us away from here. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I just wanted to see what Preston did.
Oh, I know these ones.
You know what, Preston? I don't think a lot of people know what tabletop RPGs are.
Dude, you sound so disingenuous.
No, but they don't.
Hey, Preston.
Oh, there we go. Now a bunch of people just clued in. Oh. 'Cause I just had a
Right.
conversation with, like, a coworker last week about I said, like, "Oh, do you like TTRPGs?" And they're like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Tabletopping?" They're like, What are you doing on the tabletop?" I'm like,
Dude, we're getting
"Alright."
crazy on the
And then
tabletop
I
here.
said D&D, they're like, "Oh, I've heard
Oh.
of D&D." Uh, my girlfriend's out of town, so I'll be taking small breaks to text her back whenever she texts.
Hold hold
No.
hold on. I'm about to do this. For everyone else watching that is paying full attention, is not fucking around. Oh, wait, you might be on your phone, but you're not fucking around with it. You're watching us. That's cool. These fucking guys, right?
Yeah. Fucking random.
Oh, man. So,
Uh,
tabletop RPGs. All right, so I'm gonna say I have a lot of experience with this because I do it a lot. I'm pretty sure
Pretty sure.
I just start talking about, like, cards and, like, "Wait, hold on a second, that's not what we're talking about today." Yeah, so when you Magic the Gathering and you tap your energy and you slide it all the way across and attack their life points directly, that's that's Swords revealing light! No, that was Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! All in one horrible little uh, schlop. But tabletop RPGs, where do you wanna start with that? You wanna talk about, like, your guys's, when you started, what your
Yeah,
favorite one
let's do
is,
it.
why you have gripes with one in particular?
I don't really have gripes with any of them for the most
Oh.
part.
Oh, buddy
I
boy.
know you will, but I mean, it's just like I've enjoyed every one
Mhm.
I've tried.
Yeah.
And yeah, some of them aren't ones I'm gonna stick to mechanics wise, but like that's just because I prefer one of the other platforms when it comes to it. So like 5th edition, D&D 5th edition is the one I've done
Mhm.
the most of. Um but the first one I ever tried was 3.5 actually. I think that's the first one I actually tried besides a homebrew campaign, which the homebrew campaign.
Oh,
Um
tell me about it, Andrew.
yeah, shout out our Mothica. Uh
No one knows
good.
what that is.
Nobody will know either.
Maybe maybe 20 people. That's
Well, yeah. Imagine it's like one person he's randomly talked to and like stumbles upon our podcast. It's like, oh, I know that one.
this is my time to shine. I know what that is. Uh, Not to mention also, yeah, Martha, and you also have Moonwake, and, that's one that we've been doing recently is that one.
I mean, it's
Uh,
like, yeah, I don't know anything about it,
that's okay.
but yeah, like the first, and I mean, even when I was a kid, I think I played some sort of tabletop with a friend,
Yeah,
like years and years, but I think he just made up everything. Like I think he maybe got inspiration from D&D, but it was not the D&D rules at all.
yeah,
And like most of it was just like theater of the mind. So,
kinda feels like that most of the time.
uh and if you guys don't know what theater of the mind, uh, essentially it's just like it the GM, dungeon master, whatever they call themselves, describes the scene and what's going on, and you talk about what you're doing in the scene. Um,
I want this to be known,
and
like, right now, audience, you and me, right here. I assumed every single one of you knew what that meant.
oh my god, I think 90% of the people that watch this
I
don't know what it meant.
oh, man.
And maybe
Yeah.
I'm overestimating. Maybe there's more people that know about
I
like
mean, after
tabletoping
Critical
RPGs.
Role became very popular, I feel like a lot of things, like, a lot of those technical terms, if you will, um, are more well known, but I don't know.
Maybe.
Uh,
Ah.
yeah.
Mhm. I would say that's the reason Dungeons and Dragons is as popular as it is today.
Yeah.
Is because a lot of people that never played it or just had like heard about it, um, watched Critical Role and were like, this is actually cool.
Yeah.
And then just yeah.
Wow. This
And
isn't lame as
and
fuck.
and then they're like, which is hilarious because they're like, you know what? I won't watch One Piece, but I'll watch Critical Role. In which Critical Role has way, way more just in season 1 than all the episodes of One Piece in
That's a
time.
bold statement. That's a bold statement, man.
No, they've done the math.
They've done the math? Hold on.
Yeah, look it up. Hours of content. Yep. Hours of content. Yep. It's
Uh,
far more.
well, I mean,
And
each
between
episode
1
was
and
like
2
what?
season.
Each episode of, like, Critical Role season 1 was, like, 4 hours long, right?
3. No,
3
more
hours?
like 3.
Yeah, I don't know,
Sometimes some of them are 3
man.
and a half, but
I don't know. It's a hard I feel like that can't be right. That
look it
there's
up.
more see now I'm gonna do it right
It
now.
might not be just season 1. Maybe
Dude,
they
if
were
it
talking about season 1 and season 2, but
if it's not, I'm gonna fuck with you so hard.
Are you talking
Alright.
about season 1 and season 2? Because that's for sure more.
Oh, is there more? Oh god.
What exactly are
Mm.
you looking up?
Uh,
You gotta say it as you're typing it.
time
Otherwise,
in
this is the
One
most uninteresting podcast I've been
Piece.
a part of.
I'm sorry! I'm
He's like, "What if I say it wrong?"
these fucking guys today, man. I swear to God. I swear to runtime in One Piece versus, runtime in what is it? Fucking Critical
Yeah, just put Critical Role, I'm sure it'll come
Role.
out.
No, no, we're doing campaign 1 because 'cause I've deemed that that was what you were
Oh,
talking
fuck
about,
you. I
and you're an
literally
asshole.
retorted it that it might be they might have been referring to 2 seasons. I'm not the original one that stated that. I'm not like the bringer of this idea.
You know what's funny about that though, right? So, apparently, the AI overview, right? Because obviously that's always right.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
AI
One
knows
Piece's
everything.
anime has an approximate runtime of 340 hours based on a 1,021 episodes, while Critical Role Campaign 1, Vox Machina, totals around 447 hours over 115 episodes of actual gameplay, making Campaign 1 significantly longer than the One Piece anime. This difference is due to Critical Role's episodes being much longer, averaging about 4 hours each, compared to One Piece's 24-minute episodes. That's fucking crazy. That is wild.
But but you gotta think about how much time and it takes to animate something compared to just gathering and then a GM putting out every week.
I mean, I just I mhm.
Well, but you also can't legally drive and watch Critical Role. In my opinion, watching Critical Role is pretty great. You get a little bit more than the podcast.
It's pretty great. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things. Yeah, I
True.
I
Yeah,
was I
that
think
is true.
I was listening to the podcast for their second campaign because I was working and I couldn't have, like, videos there, so I just downloaded the things and just started listening to them on my headphones when I was in there working. But yeah, that was, that's damn, dude, that's crazy.
Oh, so back to the original question. I
Right.
don't remember what the first
When we started,
RPG,
how do
TTRPG,
I remember
like,
that?
well, I mean, it might have been when I was a kid, technically, but
Yeah,
other than that, it would be like Andrew's campaign.
yeah.
Um, but I immediately after Andrew's campaign, I've just been consistently doing RPGs since TTRPGs,
Oh,
um,
yeah.
and flexing that imagination as much as I can. There's just something about it gets you a good workout of the brain.
We don't call it theater of the mind in my house. We call it the mind, Jim.
Jim, mind Jim.
Yeah,
We
we
flex them.
flex real hard with my brain muscles. And I keep the wrinkles growing. That means you learn something, folks.
Yeah. I can't say I've learned anything playing it, but
I have. I've learned a great many things. There are some people I should just not talk to. Uh,
oof.
uh, yeah, I mean, dude, I've been around in a lot of different
Well, he's been
campaigns with a lot of different
around.
people. Yeah, it's just what it is.
He just gets around in those TTRPGs.
I mean, I have
He's like that guy on
more
the quarter
often
in the
than not played as a
TTRPG.
bard.
God, your bard in my campaign was so fucking funny.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think
Uh,
I'm gonna go ahead and chime in here, Preston. I'm gonna make sure you get the answer that we need. So think it up. I started playing back in like middle school. That was the remembering time of playing D&D officially. It was 3.5. And a friend of mine Was like, "Hey, dude, you're cool. You wanna come hang out with us and do cool stuff?" And I was like, "Dude, that sounds fucking rad." And then, I went back to his place and we played Dungeons& and Dragons for the first time. Most times I thought that would happen would be like, I'd go somewhere and then they'd just fucking feed me full of drugs.
Oh, Jesus.
This was way worse. This was way worse. I
It was an
had to
addiction that would
uh,
last forever.
yeah, this one, I mean, I have, like, fucking books upon books upon books. I still remember in 3.5, like, freaking out when the, Complete Warrior, came out, and I was like, "Dude, I finally got a fucking book that's only fucking martial classes." Oh, man, that was a good feeling. But I will say that now that I've gone through a lot of different TTRPGs, the more recent ones, obviously Andrew shit, we still do. Um, but 5e I've liked a lot. And then Pathfinder 2e I've been liking a lot more. Um, played Fabula Ultima. We just started playing Dagger Heart and started playing with those mechanics. It's interesting. I like it. I don't know if it's something I want to do for a long format campaign. I feel like it's more of a short story campaign, but either way, we'll get into actually what our TTRPGs we enjoy and so on. Uh, and I'll
Well,
let
you know
Preston
we'll
take
be
it away.
discussing them in detail.
Oh, in great detail.
Yeah.
This episode won't end.
Ever.
Pretty much like you
Strap
guys,
in, baby. We're
if you
going to
guys
the
came here
moon.
for a regular 45-minute hour,
Uh-uh.
this might be a little long one, and
Mm-mm.
thanks to Preston being late, it might even be longer just to torture him.
Hey,
So,
you know what?
because this is like his first
One
time.
Piece,
We've been late repeatedly, and this is
One
like his
Piece,
first time being late.
One Piece, and Critical Role ain't got nothing on this episode.
Yeah,
5,000
strap in for
hours.
5 hours
Just us sleeping on shift.
repeatedly.
These three
We're
content
going for that
creators.
longest stream world record.
Oh no. We're gonna be here for days.
I know. What is the longest stream? It's something stupid. I'm gonna look it up.
I have to know.
Well, I mean, there's been streams where people just sleep on stream and it goes for ever.
624 hours, 37 minutes, and 55 seconds.
The longest recorded Twitch stream is by the streamer Emily CC, who has been live for over 26,800 hours.
It looks like maybe I don't think hers qualifies. I don't think hers qualifies for Guinness World Records. But yeah.
Wild. Man, I don't know.
And you know what? I don't care enough to keep looking at this.
Yeah, I was like, and I'm done doing that.
Oh, we lost to Preston.
We did lose a Preston.
He died.
Died. Gone forever. Maybe we remembrance.
Just
Achoo.
Get everybody updated on Max and I. We did not sleep much because we were out late. Yeah. That's why energy drinks are lifeblood.
Yeah, it's something like that. Oh,
you know, you're the reason I'm hooked on these, right?
I am so happy.
I blame
By the
you.
way, hey, Rockstar, if you're out there, you want to sponsor me? I don't stop drinking these things. Specifically your recovery, because they're not fizzy. There's no carbonation. And in the morning, it's like drinking orange juice, but with a drop kick to your mouth hole and your face.
It is enough caffeine to drop kick you for sure.
I mean, not anymore for me. Let me tell you, I may or may not need like 8 of these.
You stop. Get help. Like stop. That's a heart attack. And yes.
Dude, I remember like what is it?
Here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Like 2015, dude. Like I remember I was drinking like I want to say like 6 Red Bulls
Oh
while
my
working my shift, dude.
god.
I got
Stop.
someone came in was like, "Hey, I'm pretty sure that guy is doing cocaine." And then my boss went to me and was like, I had a customer think that you were on drugs." And it's like, "Dude, I am just hyped." I have been hitting these Red Bulls like crazy. And that's
Just
what that was.
witching.
I mean,
Jeez.
dude, I remember that because I was like around the time where it was like holiday season, so there's a bunch of stuff going on, and I was pretty much alone for like a minute. Like I remember like going hard,
Mm.
and like I needed to hire more people, and that I couldn't hire more people. I was like, this fucking sucks. So I was still working like crazy shifts, and definitely put in more time than I ever got paid for there. But I was like living off of Red Bulls and so on. And
Terrible.
yeah, no, it was bad. It was really bad.
Terrible.
It was really bad. I remember one of my employees was like, "Max,
Sorry,
dude, you
I
need
looked
to
over and my toddler had no pants on.
no need.
Poop on
Pants
the
are
floor. Be his worst nightmare.
it's time to shit on the floor. Father, check this out. Check out this sick new karate pirouette.
All right, Preston. What about you?
Yes.
So
While you're saying that, I'll be right back.
so I didn't actually
Gotta take a second
start
shit.
playing D&D until college because
It wasn't specifically D&D. Remember, the original question was like first TTRPG.
yeah,
Was it D&D?
yeah, D&D
okay.
was my first TTRPG. As I wasn't allowed to play them when I was a kid. And I
Because
just
magic's the devil.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I wasn't I never really got. I knew what it was in high school, and I knew people who played it, but I just never had the chance to play it.
He's
I
foaming at the
joined
mouth for,
LARP
like, his entire
before I
childhood.
started playing D&D.
No
Wait, you
shit.
LARPed with us before?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
because
That is weird.
because I had been LARPing for like a year before the first time I played D&D. And it was
I feel like we've popped a bunch of Preston's cherries.
phrasing.
No. No, I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah,
All right.
but the thing is, the first campaign that I played, it was it was D&D 5th edition.
5th edition's first one. All right, right on.
But it was
Yeah, he's a
also homebrewed, and
Oh.
the GM that
Was
we
it
played
Trevor?
with just hated. No, it wasn't.
Oh, no.
He just hated magic. It's not that he
Well-
hated magic. He thought magic was way too overpowered in 5th edition.
God, dude, you get the people that are like, you can't play a cleric in my campaign because they're OP.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
and the way he basically halved the amount and level spell slots you could get.
Are you serious?
And I didn't know that going in, or I did know it, but I didn't understand any of the mechanics,
don't
so I
know what
didn't know
that
how
means.
bad that was. And so
Yeah.
I played an arcane trickster rogue. So I'm already playing
third
a very
caster.
specific spellcaster, yeah, whose spellcasting is already limited, and giving up a
Yeah.
lot of really good stuff from the other subclasses to play that, and then it got nerfed again.
Dude,
And so
shout out to that guy. I hope you're doing better.
the other thing was
I do too.
that campaign he would run all day sessions.
Oh my god! Like all day, like how many hours?
It wasn't, I guess, not all
There's
day,
only
because this is
24 in
what
a
we
day,
would
so-
do was we would go to
Shut up.
LARP because it was on Saturdays.
Right.
Get done with LARP, go straight to his house, and then be playing D&D until around like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
So like
So from like probably
LARP
like
1,
2 to 3
3, yeah.
o'clock to midnight, 1 o'clock.
Jeez, 8-hour sessions.
And
That's
I'm not gonna lie.
my first campaign, I didn't know that wasn't normal, and so
Right.
it
That's
burnt me out
normal.
on tabletops for a while after that.
Yeah.
part of me really wanted to do 8-hour sessions a lot. I was like, I really
Like,
want to just get in there and keep going.
well,
But yeah,
okay,
that's a lot, dude. That's a lot.
we've all wanted
And
to just play for
and
sure.
there are sometimes like where a session, like it's just going really well, everybody's having a good time, and you want to go that long. Every week for
Well, but
months.
I
Fuck yeah,
think
dude.
also I
Fuck
feel
yeah.
like just based on how you described this, he like was like, you guys are leaving. This is your
Yeah.
life right now.
You
The
guys
other-
all get into the tabletop area. He's like, all right, everybody, strap in. He locks the door, fucking bolts it shut,
the
nails it down. It's like, we're staying tonight.
the other thing was he was definitely a DM that had a story that he wanted to tell.
Oh no.
And so everything that we did got railroaded into his story
Oh no.
to the point where, like, if we tried to deviate from that, we would just get, like, doors shut in our faces or almost total party killed if we didn't stay on
You
the
just let
course
the
of the
party
story.
die at that point. You're just like, we're going in. If you kill us, you kill us, bro.
You're just staring at the table at your dice and at your character sheet, and you're like, I know what I have to do, but do I have the strength? And you look up and you're like, gentlemen, it's been an honor. And then you do something different from the story, and you guys all get wiped, and you're like, we can finally go home. You just ascend from the chair, just
And it wasn't until we had another one of our friends join, because all of the players at the table, we were all new. The only one who
oh
played
no.
before was the DM. And it wasn't until we convinced the DM to let one of our other friends join who had played a lot of D&D before, and he was like, the fuck's going on here? That the rest of
That's
us were
so
like,
funny.
oh, this isn't normal.
It's almost like he literally took a bunch of kids and he's like, you know what?
I
They don't
just
know
stole
any
a bunch
better.
of children to play
We're
Dungeons and
gonna
Dragons.
we're gonna take advantage of this. Like that's what that sounded like.
No.
Wait, what
Oh
would you say?
Lord.
I was talking.
Yeah, yike. Yike.
Did you
Like,
make it worse? I was talking
No.
about.
Oliver.
I wasn't talking about Oliver, but
No,
You
the
tell
dog's
him.
trying to eat my toddler's food.
God, get a hold of your dog, Preston. But yeah, I mean that sounded like interesting first experience.
It was. So
I can't say that it could have gone any worse.
but the good news is every other campaign I've been in after that was better.
Yeah.
I like vaguely remember you telling me about this years and years ago.
Yeah, because
like, I think you were like gonna play with us, and you were like, I don't know, man. I don't know if this tabletop is for me.
yeah. And eventually the last straw was Trevor and I were doing the improv theater boat shows on Saturday nights, and we told the DM, we were like, look, we have LARP, and that was the point where we were starting to get more involved in
Like running it,
like
right?
helping with LARP. We weren't admins yet, but
Yeah.
we were getting more involved. So we're like, we have LARP, and then we have the boat show, and that goes until late in the evening. So if we do come, it's not going to be until late. And when we finished our boat show at like 9 and went over there, and they were all pissed at us for not showing up.
How fucking
And both
dare
of us
you,
were
dude.
like,
How dare you tell us that you weren't gonna be here and then not be here?
uh-huh.
The nerve.
Yeah, and both of us were like, we told you what our plans were for the day. And basically got a ring around the rosy of, well, yeah, but we were all waiting for you. And we're like, You didn't need to
That's
do
weird.
that.
That's weird.
So
I told you I wasn't gonna be here,
that
so
was at
why would
least
you
that was
wait?
my last straw. I think Trevor stayed with the campaign for a little bit longer, but after that point, I was like, yeah, man, I'm done.
I'm good.
Frustrating.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think we all have bad experience stories, but I would say more than not, uh, the good is far outweighed the bad. Um,
Yeah.
when it comes to tabletoping for me, I just love flexing that imagination. I feel like I need it,
Flexing it.
flexing it.
Flexing the
Yeah,
imagination.
getting those juices flowing.
Hey, man. Gotta get that brain swole.
Yeah.
And not with like a brain hemorrhage, because that'll kill you.
Yeah, don't do
That's
that.
different.
Don't do that. That's bad. Having a stroke is a bad time.
D&D does not cause strokes.
That we
Just
know
clear.
of. It
Whoa,
can
whoa,
cause
whoa.
heart palpitations for sure. Fucking A, dude.
In more than one way.
Yeah. Man,
For all the good GMs out there, thank you for your service.
thank you for your service. Also, I do want to note entirely. If you have not played D&D and you're looking to get into groups, there's a lot of different tools out there you can. Roll20 is a pretty solid is a really solid way of getting in touch with people along like around the world who are wanting to play D&D and all that. We get to play with our boy in Kansas because of Roll20. That's not true. I think we played with him just on Discord, and that's
we did. No, I think we originally started with Skype. We had him on Skype on a laptop.
Yeah, and had
And
the
hit him
screen
camera.
facing the board
board, yeah.
all in person. And if you have ever had all of the audio all at once on a call, you understand that it is impossible to understand fucking half the shit going on.
Yeah.
And then, like, I have no idea what's happening anywhere else. I can't look at anyone else because the screen's facing down.
You know what?
Oh.
He was quite the champ when it came to those sessions. Like,
Yeah.
he put up with a lot.
I mean, when you want to be with your boys.
Yeah, but luckily, Roll20, once we discovered that, that's really opened it up for still staying in touch with our friends that moved away.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it does like Max is saying, it's got a lot of great tools to like just connect with people if you're new to it and you want to campaign. Along with there's a lot of great like D&D discords out there. I've heard too. I haven't joined any myself, but I've heard there's
be fair,
places to find games.
I have so many campaigns going on right now. I need to not.
No. Well, and especially
you
don't need to be like, I'm gonna go find strangers to play with.
Dude, here's the thing. Okay, real shit though. Real shit. As someone who's played D&D for a very long time, I got to witness, I think 5 or 6 people brand new to D&D, had never played it before. I was there actually to go to a Dimension 20 show. And my sister and her husband, they were a part of a brand new, everyone's gonna be playing D&D for the first time, and so they've played a little bit, the DM has played a lot, and everyone else in that table was like brand new, and it was so cool to see like people explore that headspace in D&D, and it was like, man, this is awesome. And then there's an immediate reminder, and granted, these are people that are far older than I was when I first started. Nothing wrong with that, but it was definitely a weird thing to see, like the goofy ass, like, I don't really want to take this seriously because I don't want to look like an idiot, but I also kind of want to like hella goof in. So like watching your own people go for like the stupidest possible answers was the funniest shit, dude. And I felt so bad for that DM, dude. They like it was ADHD the game that night. I was like, oh my god.
I swear it's like every new person's campaign.
Oh
too.
Man. And it's really funny seeing my sister have to be a part of that and see her get a little frustrated with like how people are like going up doing this thing. I'm like, Tasha, that's fucking you. That was
you every time we played anything.
That was fucking you. But I actually do enjoy playing with. I hate that sentence I was about to play with. I do enjoy experiencing the game with people who have not experienced it for the first time, or with strangers, because there is an interesting like thing, right? Like, you know me to play either a bard, a rogue, or a fighter. And most, if not all of those, are human. I'm generic. But having that, like, having a stranger or a brand new player, and like having no interaction with them, like, okay, I don't know your typical go-tos. Having that experience for the first time is really cool, and you get to experience that in character on the table, and it's like all at the same. I love that. I love that. Because it's really easy to go, oh, I know exactly what kind of character you're going to play, DJ. You're going to have a mount.
No, I'm not. Haven't done it in every campaign. Shut
Every
up.
campaign I've ever been in with you, unless you're DMing, even when you're DMing, you're still writing something.
What? That makes no sense.
You're on the mount. I get it.
Okay. I've just wanted to play a Cavalier for so long, and I've never had a good long campaign.
Oh,
They've all
you know what?
ended
You should
whatever.
have not played a ranger and just played a cavalier in the Final Fantasy campaign, and then
should've.
just stuck around, because that lasted forever. It was
Yes, that's what I've heard.
it was a long one. It was a long one. We were in there for a long time.
Yeah.
And fucking speaking to that game that you played, Preston, with like casters having half of their shit removed. That fucking sucks. As somebody who does not like playing spellcasters, I went into a game, that Final Fantasy one I was just talking about, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you got to try something you've never done before." And I was like, "Maybe this is going to be a short campaign. That'll be fine. I'll play a wizard." Whatever. As a person who's like, I want a sword and I want to hit things, I played a wizard, and I played a warcaster wizard that started off
and he hit things.
was like, man, I really don't like casters, and I think that was my entire time playing that entire campaign. I was like, I don't want to be a caster. And the best part was the character reflected that he did not want to be a wizard. And ended up becoming our frontline tank.
Oh my lord.
That's so funny.
The reluctant
man.
wizard.
The reluctant wizard. It's like, oh man, that's like Rune Soldier, the anime, where it's just a guy who's a wizard but only works out and he's shit with magic and just kicks the shit out of everybody with his fist. It's like, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the wizard I want to play.
Well, and for a lot of people watching, the people that have played D&D and stuff, you know, you don't always have to stick to an archetype.
No.
Like I've met a lot of people that have that like mindset, like you got to stick to the rules and it's got to be exactly like it. And even if you're still sticking to the rules, there's a lot of crazy stuff you can do with it.
Oh yeah.
And maybe you'll come up with your favorite character you've ever played before just by
rolling,
doing those weird needs and following that drive like Max. That drive to not be a caster.
I did not want to be a wizard, and I didn't realize this campaign was going to last for like several years.
Yeah, ended up being one of the longest campaigns.
Oh man. I am kind of curious though. What are your guys' like go-to? Give me a top. What did we do? Top 5 or a top 3 or 4?
Let's do 3.
Top 3. Top 3. All right, DJ, go. What's your top 3?
Well, you already know one.
I
already know one. It's a combination of a LARP character, for at least for how he acts, Larius, who you both met, and he's a fighter cavalier, like human, just pure, and he's a polearm, like a polearm expert.
He is a polearm.
He's a polearm expert. Shut up.
It's not actually a human.
He just turns
polearm
into
with
a
arms.
polearm.
It's like Clippy from fucking Microsoft, right? The little fucking from behind, out of nowhere, polearm. Ah!
You know, if you were playing a polearm, you probably would have a good sneak because you could just like move behind a branch.
Just stab it into the ground and turn sideways.
Exactly.
Gone. Uh-oh. Child is done messed up.
Poopy on the floor.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Cavalier.
Cavalier, sorcerer. I do like playing a storm sorcerer It's one of my favorite when it comes to casters. And then there's one I've been wanting to play for a long time, and I've built it out like 3 or 4 times, but a Tabaxi swashbuckler.
Oh,
It sounds fun. Just like the idea of the character
right.
sounds fun, and that's kind of tied. I am gonna bring in a fourth one. Is I did play one in Preston's campaign that I really want to get back to. Is the pirate I made that was actually just a surfer bum
Yeah.
that had freaking that had abilities like wanted to get to the point to have abilities like Aquaman essentially, but all he would probably do with it was be a surfer bum as a
It's
pirate.
talk to fish.
So
What class is that? Is that just a fourth character? Or?
I don't remember actually. Now
Oh
I'm
my god!
thinking on it exactly which one it was,
All right.
because I think we tried a few different ones when we were creating it and when I was talking
Mhm.
to Preston, figuring it out. But
Yeah, because I think
I don't know.
I
I'd
want to
have to
say
look.
we
I'd have to look
eventually
up.
I want to say we settled on a multi-class of some kind, but part of it was sorcerer, so you could get some of the elemental magic.
Maybe.
He's
Yeah.
a fighter, cavalier, sorcerer,
You know, it might
storm.
have
I
also
think
been
it
an eldritch knight.
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was Eldritch Knight,
Okay.
but
Well,
I
hold
think
on a
Fighter
second.
was in it.
We're getting too deep into subclasses, boys. We're getting too deep into
Into
subclasses.
multi-classing, even.
And question, Preston, was what are your 3 favorite classes to play
Oh,
typically
we were
in these
talking about classes.
TTRPGs?
I thought we were
Yes,
talking about
motherfucker.
characters. Dude, I'm still waking up.
Um,
Yeah.
well,
You can sneak a fourth one in there. DJ already did, but as a
yeah.
character.
I mean,
That was the
obviously
combination of the others.
my go-to for everything, whether it's video game RPGs or LARP, is a
I'm gonna
ranger.
guess.
Ranger, really?
Ranger Elf.
Yeah, yeah, original. I know.
Hey,
Um,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
but I just love I like the combination of ranged and melee that the ranger can
Yeah.
get. And in some systems the mix of magic.
Yeah.
So ranger is definitely my top. Second, I would say is probably rogue.
Yeah.
Whatever character is like the skill jockey.
Yeah.
Because for fifth edition, it's the rogue or like the bard. For Pathfinder, the investigator is more the skill jockey, which is, again, technical terms, somebody who is really good at most of the skills that you have to roll for. Master
Again,
of
I assume everyone understands, but I am an
I don't know.
Max is here like, I get it. They should get it.
Obviously, everyone knows what a skill monkey is, all right?
And then the third would probably be sorcerer. I like playing with elemental magic.
Yeah. All right.
All right. What you got?
I think my favorite to play. It's hard, right? Because they're all right there at the top. But if I had to put them in order, it's usually rogue, bard, fighter, and monk. Pathfinder, I'm really liking the monk. Fifth edition monks are good. They're really good. Punch, and then you keep punching, and then you fucking
punching.
knock them stunned, and then they just are fucked. Stunning palm, stunning strike, good night, sweet prince. But yeah, no, it's usually the way it goes, because I like rogues because they're skill monkeys and they have the ability to like. I like having a utility. I also really like having a niche that the party doesn't have. So like bringing something to the table that makes my character like make sense in the party. And so usually being a rogue, it's like, okay, I'm the sneaky guy. I don't usually play rogues as like the broody like dude. Not usually. There's sometimes I've had like a more broody character. Like in your campaign, I had a scout rogue, but he wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily broody. He was just kind of like, I don't really like people. Not really
He wasn't
interested
he wasn't
in
full on
people.
emo.
No, he was a bit of a loner, but he also took care of people. Like that's his thing. Um, fucking bards. I like playing music, and so like having the ability to have a character that is more of a face character that's talking to people a lot and that gets to play music in the
I feel
background.
like you play your bard a little like a rogue though.
Oh, always. Yeah, to be fair, my rogue and my bard are almost interchangeable.
Yeah.
Um, I like fighters because honestly, I love the straight man in a fucking crazy place, because the idea of playing a human fighter and all you're good at is just hitting people with a sword. And people are fucking like channeling like lightning and fire, and they're like, I have fucking reached into the cosmos and I pull a star dragon, and I'm like, I hit guy like 8 times.
Like I always imagine there's all this magic going around in this extreme like speed and like from a monk or like a barbarian, and they're just doing these crazy shit, and then you have this fighter that he's just really good with his weapon, just really good with his weapon, and just like dodging and stuff and beating the shit out of everything
Honestly,
around it.
the idea of like having like an just all the craziest shit like in the background, like the
Yeah.
bad guys are all fighting against the good guys, and you're like, people, this guy's shooting lightning, this guy's over here like hadoukening somebody in the face, another guy's like calling down the gods on somebody's face, and then the other guy's like, oh, I got it, these guys are crazy, I'm gonna fight that guy, and it's just one dude in a sword, and he's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, buddy, and the guy's like, no, you don't understand, I can hit you so many times and I can do it again,
And again,
and then I can do it again. High level
you're gonna
fighters
die.
are hilarious. High level fighters
Yeah,
are hilarious. Just
they
kept
are.
suddenly like, what? It's like, oh my god, that was a
What
lot of
the
attacks and a
fuck
lot of
just
damage.
happened?
All right, play it back. We're doing it again. Action
True.
surge. I love it, dude. It's so good. And
It's
then
good.
yeah, so those are my classes that I love playing. Note that the spellcasters I usually play are gonna be Arcane Trickster. Bards are the closest I get to with that. And then Eldritch Knight with Fighter, and that's pretty much my spellcasting like repertoire. I'm like, I don't want anything to do with fucking wizard or sorcerer or any of that shit. Like I played a cleric once, so I had a lot of fun with that. But
Yeah, it
my
is.
preparation for the day is I wake up, I put sword on hip, I leave.
It is weird. I do like playing healers, but I've never played just a straight cleric. The one time I played a cleric, he was a war domain cleric.
Same.
But I do like one of my current characters is a forensic expert investigator. So he's a non-magical healer. And that's a lot of fun. It's
Lippo
fun.
is
Is it flavored more like he's essentially a surgeon?
He's a battle medic.
That's
It's also funny because he doesn't he's
Vehemently
he's
doesn't believe in
atheist
God.
and doesn't believe in magic.
He doesn't believe it exists.
Well, he's like, it's just science we don't understand yet. And he was talking. One of our other
I
party
love that.
members is a being whose soul never dies. They just reincarnate into new vessels. And when she told Blippo that, he was like you could see the cogs turning of like, how does that work? And she's like, you're not going to find a logical explanation. He's like, no, I'm not. But somebody will eventually. Somebody will eventually.
No, I like it. I would love to see him like, nah, I'll figure it out.
I do love that Blippo, that character is very much just like down to earth and like I mean, I might not figure it out. I mean, realistically, I probably won't because I have more pressing things to take care of. But like, somebody will.
Yeah, he's been one of my
Science prevails.
he's been one of my favorite characters to play.
That's funny.
Oh man, that's a thing to bring up. Like, what's your like a notable character to bring up that why they were so much fun to play, or like why they were so impactful in your life? Ready,
You
go.
start this time.
Me, all right. I played a character in a Curse of Strahd campaign. His name was Marcos Revan Decant. He was a tiefling. He was like a feral tiefling with they had the wings and shit. I thought it was going to be such a fucking dope idea to have wings, be able to fly and shoot a bow. And then I found out that most of our combat encounters were in a fucking dungeon. And so utilizing ranged, and that was done. I was gone. I ended up using swords more than I used my bow, and I was playing an arcane archer, and I realized immediately after playing the arcane archer that it is not a good class. It is a subclass that you use to multi-class into, and you dip your toes in, and you never touch it again because it was shit. Yeah, no, I played that character, and he ended up. I was like, dude, I really don't like the arcane archer, and so I moved to becoming an eldritch knight. We had a whole scene where he got fucking like killed and then came back to life as an arcane, as an eldritch knight. And I was like, that's fucking cool. That campaign, I played that character, and he was the most wholesome, fucking nice dude. He looked evil because he was a tiefling and had like the horns, like ram horns. His eyes were like crazy green and they were luminescent, so you could see them in the dark. And then he just kind of looked like a disheveled, like creepy dude, but he was really, really nice. And like that character, when I played that character, I feel like I healed my heart a little bit every time I played him because he was definitely the party mom. Was always there to take care of people. Was always super nice. And it was like, dude, every time I play this character, I'm not there. That's him. I just kind of take seat back. I'm like, I love this guy.
He's
To the
so
point,
nice.
and he was seriously that nice the entire campaign. He never was mean to Strahd. He's like, I get it, man. I get it. And then ended up becoming like friendly the entire time to everybody. The only person he actually really didn't like was, I think, Strahd's like homie dude, but he also was like in that time frame had killed his love interest and was furious. But he was so nice to the people in that entire time that we ended up getting Strahd on our team to fight like the biggest bad guy. Like
the
and it
biggest bad guy that would have. I mean, he would have been the biggest bad guy, but
yeah.
he became your ally. So
we
the
had
biggest bad guy
Strahd
wasn't as big.
on our team. It's like going the entire time in Final Fantasy VII and then going, Genova, Sephiroth, let's kick her ass. And he's like, you've been nice to me this whole time. Fuck yeah, brother. But like it was cool because like that character was like it was a deep healing moment, I think, for me just to play that character. Just like it was so wholesome and nice. And I have that character forever immortalized in like a little statue. Another thing that happened with that character is that we ended up getting an offer for like extreme power. I can't remember what it was specifically, but I remember that my character was helping another party character in that area, and his mom was captured, and then he was also a vampire and wanted to revert to a human, which, funny enough, mechanically made his character so much worse becoming a human. But it was like part of the story narrative, right? And I ended up foregoing my characters a chance at power, and I constantly in that entire time was just kind of like, everyone else get everything, period. I don't need anything. I have everything I need right here. It's the friends I made along the way. And
Those are the treasures.
and having done that, like I gave my chance for power to that character to make sure his mom was safe, and then he could use his thing to do like the becoming a human again. And like the entire campaign, that poor character just kept getting stomped on by everyone and everything. Like kept finding out horrible, tragic things about his past. Had to fight and kill his brother because his brother was like, I'm evil and I'm gonna stay evil, fuck you. And it was like, no, come back. And ended up having to fight him, and it sucked. But like the entire campaign, he just kind of like kept giving and kept giving and kept giving. And there was a moment like the tears were out of my eyes when one of the characters in that was Paul, was like, dude, I'm tired of seeing you get your shit kicked in, and I'm tired of seeing the injustice and how unfair life has been to you. I will find a way to help you. And it was just like, oh fuck.
Yeah. That's
Ah,
I feel like anybody can have that experience as long as they
oh
like
yeah,
really get into their characters, and
absolutely.
it's definitely a challenge when you first start, like you were talking about those new players, and they feel kind of silly, but then you realize like just kind of like giving yourself over to the game, giving yourself over to the world in your brain.
I will
It
say,
can really you can really experience some fun and cool things
I
when it
really
comes
wonder
to the
how. I
imagination.
wonder how often it's been like, oh, you're giving yourself to the game. That's why it's the devil.
Devil.
But yeah, no, really,
Succumb
really,
to it.
really owning those moments and then just letting the story happen. Like, be a part of
Yeah.
it, be organic with it, and it's awesome. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah. And there's something to be said about like just don't try not to get frustrated with the game. Everybody's gonna do their own thing, and they're
Honestly, failing is more fun than succeeding at
yeah.
most.
But also remember, GMs, failing forward, because
Yeah.
it's supposed to be fun for the players still.
It's also supposed to be fun for the GMs. So GMs out there
True.
that are
True.
are front loading it for just their players. One, appreciate you, but like two, have fun too, man.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
Yep.
fun.
It is a
Kill
game
your
for
entire
everybody.
party
It's a
sometimes. It's okay. Yeah,
jeez.
It's okay. If it's for the story
Honestly,
and it's
sometimes it
failing
just
forward,
happens.
it
Sometimes it
you
literally just
know
happens.
it
It's
can be an accident. Whoops, but let's fail forward.
choices have consequences, and sometimes it's the
Yeah.
wrong choices, whether good intentioned or not.
Actually, okay, so let's bring this up.
Hold on, let's
No,
circle back
no,
to
we're gonna
this.
bring it
What's
up.
your favorite character that you've ever
No.
played? Do
Okay,
it.
fine. Fine. I will try to remember it. I just don't remember things. It's about murder hoboing. But which we'll describe that term later.
Never
For those who
does.
don't know what that means,
I think my favorite character that I played was actually not in D&D. It was in Andrew's campaign, and I played a
Mhm.
woman. I played a woman named Bjorna. Um, Burian. Oh my god, I even forgot the name. But Burian, and she was a descendant of my previous character in that campaign, or in the same world.
Yeah.
And it was just such a fun experience to develop that character into um one, a powerhouse, but like she had to deal with a lot of loss and a lot of turmoil throughout the entire campaign, that it really made her grow into this um full blown character in my head, and it was a challenge to play a woman in a campaign. And I definitely played her like a tomboy. I had to.
Hey,
It
it's your
was
character,
hard
dude.
uh play her any differently. But and then I think what really solidified her as my favorite character was actually the next campaign that I played as a different character,
Mhm.
that wasn't a descendant from um those previous characters, but she was a character the GM played, and was showing like where I got her to as this like badass that was like head of the guard and had this whole life of experiences afterwards. And I got to basically experience my own character on the other side, and it was really cool to um, see that character come to life. That's why she was my favorite character, is because I got to play as her and experience her as a NPC in the
Yeah.
campaign. Yeah, it was
Hey,
cool. It was really
shout
cool.
out, shout out to our boy Andrew. You are a fantastic
He's
GM. We love you, buddy.
such a good GM. Yeah.
Storytelling, tap natch,
Yeah.
tap natch.
Um yeah. So yeah. That's what about you, Preston? What do you
so
got?
I
He's like,
actually
I got
think
many.
I actually think my favorite one to play has actually been Arnian in D&D. Uh
What campaign did you play Arian in?
Still playing him actually, because it's a
That Legion
campaign
of
that's been
Dragons?
going on for a long time, and because it's been put on hold several times for different arcs.
Is it the dragon
The
campaign?
dragon campaign, yeah.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
version of Arnian, he You remember in LARP how he hated undead and cursed beings? This one, it's like that, but towards dragons. So
Oh,
he's a
okay.
dragon hunter in a world where dragon hunting is illegal. Uh,
Okay.
so
She's a naughty boy.
and I still it still started off where I was definitely playing him as that like dark and brooding stereotypical like strong silent type character, and but it kind of turned into like he's like that because he's scared. he's he's lived his he left the elf homeland when he was pretty young, and so he's watched everything and everyone around him age and die, and he's still there. So he doesn't like forming human connections because they just
Dude,
die or leave him.
that's a fun way to do it. I love it.
But the other reason why I've really enjoyed playing him is he's been a really good way to practice being an antagonistic force within the party without directly contradicting the party. Because he's always the one where he's not he doesn't like being the hero. So he's when they go into a new town and oh, there's a riot in the streets. The rest of the party is like, oh, let's go stop the riot. He's like, oh, why? We don't know what's going on here.
None of our business.
Why would we get involved in this?
We
Or
don't care. We're moving on.
at one point, the party had we were going through a dungeon. We found the soul of basically an infant dragon that was trapped in this dungeon, and the party found a way to put its soul into a basically a piece of dragon steel because they wanted to try to give it a life as like an automaton or something like that so it could live its life. And then at the end of the dungeon, they found the way to proceed forward and the only way out and the only way to get to the goal that they needed of finding the, big bad evil villain was there was a chair in the middle of the room that needed a soul to open the gate. And Arian was like, we have a soul. It's right there in that piece of metal. We just throw it on the chair and we move on. And everybody else like, that's a child. It's like, no, it's a dragon.
Dragon.
And
we found the key in the dungeon.
again,
I mean,
it
let's
was
use it.
it was Paul's character was like, I'm going to sacrifice myself to proceed forward.
It's always Paul.
It is always Paul. And Arian
very like him in every campaign.
He started fighting the party, trying to take the dragon soul to put it in the chair against the rest of the party's will. And that sort of scenario, that was the most drastic one where he ended up drawing his weapon against the other party. But the rest of the time has been like smaller things. So it's been really fun playing him as an antagonistic force without undermining the party.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
It's a good way to have that type of character. Because I think we've all experienced in a campaign where there's the character that's just always going against everything that the party is trying to do.
Yeah, let's touch on that for a second. Yeah. I feel like it's important to note, everyone out there, if you're ever going to play Dungeons and Dragons, if you're currently playing Dungeons and Dragons or just any TTRPG, make sure you're okay and the party's okay with you being a dick in the party, because it can get really fucking annoying.
And that's what session zeros are for.
Yeah,
session zeros are for having that conversation and also talking about hard and soft limits to make sure that everybody's comfortable, because you're all there to have fun and you don't want to just derail someone emotionally because it can easily happen.
Imagine meeting up.
Conversations.
imagine meeting up with all your friends and then just coming in and then start slapping them in the face. That's not cool, man.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy. But
Be that
like
guy.
Preston was talking about, like being an antagonistic force in that is, and it's very good storytelling. Like
Oh yeah.
if you have like contention in the party, or having like those moments where it's very like there's a lot of tension, right? Like it gets a very good story going, and it makes a lot of these bonds that you make with these characters that much stronger when you go past it. Um, and it could also be a thing that shows up later down the road. Like, for instance, why did we sacrifice one of our homies that we've been traveling with for this long when we found a fucking key in the dungeon? You know, like it's a good thing to like. Why did we just let that happen? Why did all of you fail that party member? Why was the? I mean, like having those story beats is fucking powerful, but it can be a fine line. Don't don't be a dick.
Yeah,
No.
don't
and
don't be a dick just to be a dick. You know.
it has also
Um,
been it's been fun with that one too, because now that dragon did become an automaton and has become a party member.
that's Paul,
And
isn't
so
it?
that was his
Yeah,
replacement
Paul's playing it.
character.
Nice, nice, nice,
So,
nice.
but now my character has become like an uncle to uh
I love
to
that.
that dragon.
Wait,
But
is he
there's
starting to grow like a heart towards dragons?
that yeah, and that's part of his character arc is he's like, hold on a minute. I hate these things because they destroyed
Dragons
my
are
life,
people too.
but I've been in a party with one for years now.
Not all bad guys. Sometimes a couple rotten eggs doesn't mean the whole batch is gone.
that
That's
that's great. That's awesome. Yeah, I like and I love when a character like goes from like you were talking about you LARPed with Aranian and then
Mhm.
you brought him into a campaign. And I think we've all like I mean I've done it with a few LARP characters to campaigns or one campaign to another. Or like Max is your case, you had some D&D characters that you brought into LARP.
yeah.
So
Thorin
it's
Modric was a D&D character that I brought into LARP.
wasn't also Seth.
Yeah, actually, Seth was. He
Yeah,
was my
yeah.
first Pathfinder character that I made.
So it's cool because you can you build this character and you fall in love with these characters and you get to like play them in different worlds.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's really cool. Now to touch on murder hobos.
Yeah, yeah, we can bring it back. Bring it
Murder
back.
hobos. So murder
Yeah.
hobos is basically where you got a couple of players or the entire group of players just like to kill people for no reason. Essentially. And you know what,
Looks at
GMs,
other
I
people
just
like experience points.
exactly. GMs, it's okay to kill your murder hobos. It's okay. Um, unless that's what your campaign's about. But if people are just murder hoboing and ruining the experience for other players or just being obnoxious murder hobos, it's okay to kill those characters.
Let
Because
me double
actions,
down on
like
this.
you said, actions have consequences.
Let's also bring this point in because I think it's almost more important than just killing those problem characters. You should have a conversation with them and let them know
Oh,
that they're
well,
being a
yeah.
problem. It's like, oh,
True.
you know, this guy's been a real pain in my ass in this campaign. I guess I'll just fucking nuke them.
But that's throughout any campaign because it's not
You're
always
just-
murder hobos that
you
you
guys are traveling in the city, and the houses
rocks
here are
fall.
a
You all
little
die.
crazy. An entire wind chime falls off of this thing and impales that one guy in the middle of the party. Fuck that guy. Fuck.
Surprise, motherfucker, you dead.
How much HP does your character have? 50? All right, it does 235 damage. Fuck you. What? But then you make
Which-
that thing, then you make that wind chime into a weapon, and then it does like crazy damage, and then you've done messed up.
yeah. But I don't know. I've seen that in a lot of campaigns where people are afraid to kill their players. And it even like players dying can be really fun. Like the example that Preston said, like guy sacrificed himself and he got to play a different class, all that, and it was great story development. And that's how it should be. It should be a conversation to get to that point for sure.
And I think a lot. What was it? Our it wasn't. Fuck! It was the Descent to Avernus that we started like forever ago, and like I was only in it for like a minute. But like, what was it? Trevor's character went into a place with a torch, and it was filled with like fucking explosive
Oh
gas and
yeah.
shit,
Oh
and
god.
instantly vaporized. Like it was not like a
Oh
oh hey,
yeah.
we're gonna do a thing, and it's like nope, I'm gonna light a torch and then explode
And
and
we
die.
almost died. You and I almost died.
I technically died in the 0 session because I was level 1 monk and I got crit on and I went to like 0. I should have been dead. Like I did my entire health worth of damage plus, and it was like Jesus Christ, man. Like the constant joke now with me and Paul is when he's the DM. I crit on a lot of things. I roll fairly well, but it's only when I'm low level, like between level 1 to like 3. When Paul hits me, he only crits me.
Yeah. Yeah.
He only
I remember
kills
that
you.
carried
And
on into the war one as
it's
well.
carried on into everything. Like yeah, I'm playing a Yosoki rat folk swashbuckler in our Pathfinder game for the war one where Preston's playing Blippo the Frogman. I got crit on almost every single encounter. And it was not like I got crit on and then like, oh man, I got back up and I started fighting. It was like I got crit on and like was out of the combat for like fucking a lot of it. And it's really hard to play like a swashbuckler when you're just on the ground, mouth into dirt. You know, it's like man, this character's supposed to be like a gladiator
Unconscious?
champion. He's like the story of this character is like he's an actual gladiator champion. He's done a lot of great work. He's a really strong fighter. Every time we got into combat, he just got taken out in the very beginning, and it's like, man, the people in the gladiatorial combat arena must suck. Damn.
It's hard to bond
Well,
up
and
when you're laying
I-
on your back.
Though I
Right?
think it's funny,
It's
that's
just
one
on
of the
my-
fun
Just
things.
face in the dirt.
That's one of the fun things about like any campaign is you never know like what those rolls are gonna do,
Yeah.
like what the dice is gonna do, and that can develop your characters in cool and funny ways. And it like I encourage everybody to roll with it, with it, have fun with it, and like let it develop your character. I see people sometimes get frustrated.
Oh,
like
I absolutely get frustrated, but there's a
when
point
they're
where, like,
rolling low, and
Yeah.
yes, it can be frustrating at times, but
keep it going,
like
baby.
letting it then
Keep it going.
develop your character and rolling with it, it'll be so much fun in the long run.
My favorite one of that was with Ernian. We were in a dungeon and I kept crit failing. I kept rolling ones. And we were
Nice.
fighting a spider that was up on the wall, and I was the only ranged character, and I couldn't land any of my bow shots. And so I got frustrated. So I was like, Ernie is probably frustrated too. So he threw his bow down, started crawling up the wall, and I crit succeeded on suplexing the spider to the ground and killed it with gravity damage instantly.
Yes! Oh, dude, I love those moments so much. Ernie, and use your bow. Okay. Arrow. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
That's
You know,
so good.
fucking piece of shit. I'm like,
Yep.
give me your ass.
That's pretty good. That's really good.
Spider's like, yeah, dodging your arrows. You suck. What are you doing? Oh no!
That's so good.
Give me your ass, man.
Oh, moments like that. That's so good. That's so good. Oh, and I mean, it's just we've all had those moments throughout our campaigns, and they really just like there's nothing better than just playing with your imagination with your friends and just the funniest shit happening throughout the campaigns. Like that's why we keep doing it.
Like I've always liked the description of like if you like miss against an enemy, you could literally just be hitting them and just not dealing damage, so like hitting their armor or fucking,
Yeah.
like this descriptions of like when you have a character that's supposed to be the badass hero character, right? And you keep fucking missing. It's like, God damn it, I suck. Like the immediate thought process most people get to is like, your guy's up there with like just swinging at him like a dipshit. Like, yeah, yeah. It doesn't have to be that way. Theater of the
No,
mind,
it
you
doesn't.
can absolutely make it to where the other guy is just parrying well, or like, you have these moments where things are actually going crazy and your character's not sucking.
When I learned that as a GM, like how to describe things better by doing
Yeah,
stuff like that, it definitely changed a lot for my campaigns.
yeah,
Because
like
it
it's
made the characters, it made the players feel more uh still feel more badass, or feel more like they were still a skilled character, but the enemy was just that hard to fight.
yeah,
And it definitely made made things more fun for me too when it
right.
came to describing,
I
because
love the
I got to be really creative with what happened.
what is it? Elder Scrolls Online had like a fucking scene where there's a knight versus like three of like the main characters or
Yeah.
whatever, and he's just fucking taking it to him. That is what a boss fight should feel like, where you're just fucking going to town on this dude.
No,
And this
that was
dude's
just a
just like
henchman.
No,
that was the tutorial level.
no,
That's the
that's the
next level
thing.
over there.
That
It's
that
like four of 'em.
trailer, that character is a random mob enemy in
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Honestly, not in my heart. That's the main character.
Everybody
boss.
saw that trailer. They're like, "Who is this guy gonna be? Is he gonna be the next villain, the next arc?" Nope. He was
you
a
find
knight.
him in the game, you're like, oh no, and you just kick the shit out of him. You're like, wait, what?
Wait a minute. Oh.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no, having those moments where like description can be really, really good. All that, it changes a lot of how at least the interaction with the players gets.
Mhm.
When you have fucking these crit fail moments, I always say fucking roll into them, dude. They're so good. Like for instance, Irnian fucking shooting an arrow and then getting pissed off, throwing the bow down, crawling up a thing and grabbing a bitch and going, "You're coming with me." Like it's oh god, so good. I love those. I'm trying to think of like a good one that I had, and I cannot. I just can't remember. But like failing forward, like DJ was saying, we had a TPK in the Abomination Vault. We ran across the trap. There was the scythe trap that fucked our shit up so bad, and it was quick too. It was like fucking boom, 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 boom. It got to the point where it was like I was the last man standing, and my character has a love interest, and then it was like his new friend, right? So Tyler was the new friend, Kate's character was the love interest character, and I tried to like take the blow so that she didn't take any damage, but it didn't matter because it hit us both anyway, and I had to like make a decision. I could leave and survive, or I could chance it, pick her up, and then run to the first door I can find and then see if I can't get her to safety. And it was fucking crazy. I had a decision to make with like 3 or 4 different possibilities, and most of them were questionable. Like, will I even make it out if I try? And so I dug in real deep on that one. I was like, fuck it, we're going hard. I picked her character up, one action, moved to the closest thing I could get to, another action, and the third action I had was to open the door. Thankfully, it wasn't locked. Opened the door, and then I free action dropped her into it. And then took a fuckload of damage after that. My character was downed for the most part. And then we had the last round of fucking scythes coming through, and and Tyler's character was about to eat shit and die on the next damage through, and so I used my hero point to fucking stop him from immediately getting smoked. And so I believe with that like interaction, my character last ditch threw like a dart to save him. The dart hit the scythe and like knocked it a little bit out of the way. I went down, he went down, she was down. Our fourth member wasn't even there. It was Trevor's character, and we find out later after all this happened that if he had been there, he wouldn't have been able to even disarm the trap. It was too high a level for him.
Oh no.
And we leveled up going forward, and it was like, dude, had we not leveled up, and then you showed up later, you would not have been able to disarm that trap, and we all would have been dead. But my character and Kate's character woke up in that room because one of the guys that we had helping us when one person was gone, like a DM NPC that would show up and like help us out, came in, saved us. He got exploded, which to be fair, Paul was like, this character needs to go away. It's a DM NPC. We don't care about this. Let it go. And it saved my character, her character, his character, and in that process, because we were behind a door that closed, he was in a hallway. He got dragged off deeper into the dungeon, and so we had to play a different character for a while we went to go find his character deeper in the dungeon, and we found him like experimented on, and it was fucking crazy. But like that failing forward, the concept is like, you know, you don't, it doesn't have to be death instantly. It can be like, okay, everyone it goes down, fade to black. What you guys don't see is transcribe what's going on in the scene. Like, how are they being dragged off? Like having a moment where you have to like having a moment where it's like you have no equipment, you have to find a way to get out. Like having those moments is fun. It's against the norm typically. You get your Skyrim get out of prison, or your Elder Scrolls get out of prison starting moment, and it's cool. Like I've always loved like the like take away everything from your character. What are they good at? How do they continue on? And how do they get their shit back? It's like I love doing that. It's so much fun.
It's there's so many different ways you can do it, and the aspect where you have those moments where your characters don't know what's gonna happen next.
Right.
You know, like, is my character dead? Like, is my character gonna die right here?
Right.
Like that tension, it can create so much fun for everybody. And then sometimes people do have their character die, and
dude, it is,
and it's tragic, and in it you never you think about like when you watch sad movies and stuff. You know, you have those like, oh, that was such a good movie, it was so sad. You have those in D&D for sure.
One of my favorite things is trying to make other people cry with either how my character is dying or how my character is dealing with someone dying.
Right.
Yeah,
dude, I really want to throw in like at some point, because the Abomination Vault is no joke. We're getting a lot of combats where fucking I teeter on the edge of death every time, and like a part of me just wants to have that moment where like you typically in like tabletops, like you get down, you like your character's dead, you get like that moment of like one final goodbye, maybe something like that, like that. Oh, live on, I love you. But I really want it to be, I want there to be that moment where I just hit them hard in the feelings, where like my character will turn, look at them like, hey, don't, and then just immediately cut off dead. Nothing else. It's just instantaneous. There is no fucking heartfelt anything. It's just full stop. I want that to live in their minds forever.
I do,
dude.
I do like the mechanics that they have baked into Daggerheart, where you have like when your character hits 0, like when they die, you can have them just die. You can have them live, but you take a scar, and when you've accrued so many scars, then your character retires. Or you have the option of going out in a blaze of glory, where you can make an action and automatically crit on it and then die afterwards. I love that as a baked in mechanic.
That is a cool mechanic.
That is the same in Fabula Ultima as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Although I think Fabula Ultima, I think, does it a little bit better, and this is just my opinion. But that's mostly you get to do one action and it automatically succeeds, and it's not like an action like attack or do this. It's straight up, I want to describe what happens next in the scene, like against big boss or against a boss or something like that. You're like, you fucking. We did the play test of it, and my character straight up like grabbed one of like the bosses like side, like 2 bosses or whatever, and like fucking died. Like I think I can't remember what it was. I don't know if I fought a dude and killed him or if I just like stopped the fight in general, but it was like final moments, bam, cowabunga. Fabio Ultima is also a game where we went into and played, and we thought of it like a fucking D&D campaign. So we're like, oh, during the combat, I'm gonna try and like check this out and do these other fun things. And immediately, one of our characters almost died instantly. It is very much a number crunch, and 100% you need to be tactical because you are going to lose if you're fucking around.
Yeah, that Fabula
Don't fuck
Ultima
around. You'll find out.
to me feels like the most JRPG equivalent of a tabletop. Like
Yeah.
it really feels like you're playing like old school Final Fantasy or Persona or Shin Megami Tensei, where it's it's very deadly, and you have to be very deliberate with your choices in combat.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of room for like goofing around in terms of like, hey, my character's gonna like kick a rock. Nope,
You know,
it's if you're not defending yourself, you are going to get hit, and
Yeah.
if you aren't like fighting, you're going to lose.
And I didn't play that one. I didn't play that one for that, because the only time I've played that actually was when I was in it
Joined
for
in.
like 4 sessions as.
Did we ever do combat with you in it?
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
I want to say
It's been a-
3. I think we did 3 combat encounters
Yeah.
where I was playing Galvin.
yeah. That's another
so
character I like,
we
just like-
started out this episode saying we're talking about all TTRPGs, but it looks like we made this turned into a D&D episode.
Well, and
Which
here's
is
the
fine,
thing
that's fine. What I'm getting at with that is that we're going to have more episodes about TTRPGs, and we have a lot
Always.
to talk about.
honestly, that's all we talk about.
And I mean, honestly, it is one of the things that all three of us are very passionate about, and will continue to do the rest of our lives.
And maybe with some guests.
Oh, and maybe we'll do a session.
Maybe no.
Why not?
Oh god, dude, really a session, dude? That's gonna be all day.
This
3
was
hours?
We're gonna
maybe this was
oh.
DJ and I's plan all along, to turn this into a
turn this
D&D
into a
podcast.
A full 8 hours of us just playing D&D.
We're
on
not doing
Sunday.
8-hour sessions. We're not doing 8-hour sessions.
Fuck you, we're
And
doing it.
Magic is nerfed.
Fuck that.
All martial
Whoever that
classes
guy
only
is-
get 1 attack. All spellcasters have 1 spell slot. And I win. I'm the DM. Fuck you.
Don't be that GM.
No, God. Oh, it's so rough. Dude, I can't even imagine what that would have been like to play
No,
in.
that sounds awful. I'm
Good
so
Lord.
sorry, Preston. I'm sorry for your loss of time
buddy.
But
in your
again,
life that you experienced.
It means that all other campaigns after that have been better.
It's at a low
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah. I mean, when I first started in, dude, like the DM of that fucking game had his character, his main personal character was always in it, and it was always like his character was like God.
The
essentially.
star.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I've had those. Yeah.
Whatever. But I mean, like, yeah,
So-
no, it's crazy.
Yeah. Let's start wrapping it up. But we're definitely gonna talk more about those other game modes like Pathfinder and Fabulous
Other game modes.
Game modes. You know what I'm trying to say.
PvE,
Starfinder.
PvE.
Yeah. Yeah. Starfinder. The second edition's not out, right?
No,
No,
but
not yet.
it
I
has
have
been
never-
it has been announced. I think they have
forward to
some playtest content out for it.
I have never played Starfinder.
Yeah, I've only played in that session
have
with
the-
Preston, and it was a lot of fun.
I have the book for it. I've never
but
played it.
I can't wait for second edition Starfinder. So
It's
we'll
looking really good.
be touching on more of those, and we'll see what this podcast turns into, because maybe it will turn into a little bit of tabletop podcast. We'll see, but
Oh man.
let's
Oh,
get out of
God.
here.
All right.
It's been a long episode. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. And we want to hear from you. I really need to do this throughout the episode instead of just doing it always at the end. But we want to hear
Yeah.
about your stories. We want to hear about the characters you've created, and
Yeah.
let us know
And
in
if
the
you
You
were
comments.
guys can
mad that there was no literature, put it down in the comments.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what? I didn't bring
Hey.
it up. I'm so sorry, and I
Hey.
bet he has it prepared.
Hey.
So we'll have to do
Hey.
another episode.
Just pulls out a
Yeah.
D&D book. It's like, got it right here, sucker.
Pulls out like 8 books.
Dude, they're all in the other room for me. I couldn't
No,
grab these.
I mean I have psychological articles. I have
yeah.
historical articles.
Well, we're definitely
Oh,
doing
man.
another episode just
Yeah.
about literature. No, I'm kidding. But it'll
So
be
for for all my
I even
people
have
out there with all your
graphs.
classes, man.
I got cramps.
I got graphs. For all the people out there who play human fighters, just human fighter champion. I love you, buddy. I respect it. I respect it. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We've been a Wish You Would podcast. Thank you for being a part of this. Leave us some messages in the comments. Tell us what classes you play. And then, yeah, you guys have a good one. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Doesn't stop